The Pokémon franchise has always been one of the most recognizable icons of Nintendo. There's an intense loyal fan base who take pride in the wide variety of Pokémon events. One of those moments being the annual film releases. With Season 5 coming to a close, the next film was on its way for fans of the show. While this film itself marked quite a low for the brand due to its poor box office return, over time it has garnered a following because of course it would. Despite the nostalgia many fans have for Pokémon the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, and that the majority of those watching this entry would only be fans of the show anyway, this movie actually surpasses the original film to some degree. This is in part due to technology, and the rest is because of the experience in general. The story for this entry follows Ash and company to the city of Alto Mar, the Pokémon version of Venice, Italy. There they learn the legend of Latios and Latias, the legendary Pokémon that protect the city after it was once attacked from an evil Pokémon trainer. Keeping the city alive is the Soul Dew, an orb that contains the past Latios' essence who saved the city. This would all be fine if it weren't for Annie, played by Megan Hollingshead, and Oakley, played by Lisa Ortiz, top members of Team Rocket, looking to steal the Soul Dew. Watching over this item is Bianca, played by Tara Sands, and her father Lorenzo, voiced by Wayne Grayson. The crew behind the Japanese and English productions are again the same pretty much as they've always been. Original direction is from Kunihiko Yuyama, and the adaptation was done by Jim Malone. The script was written by Hideki Sonoda. While the production crew is very much the same set of people, the reason why this story hits a higher mark than the last is due to a number of factors. For one, the story is dialed back in scale. Pretty much every film before it felt huge when it came to the number of Pokémon and trainers involved. Here, the narrative is focused more on Ash and the new characters introduced. Not even Jessie, James, and Meowth do much in this film, despite them also having their own scenes. And somehow that's okay, because of how the story is executed. Not everyone has to be involved every waking minute. Additionally, the fact that the antagonists in this feature have a clear background and the audience will easily understand their intentions is a good thing too. Perhaps the one thing that doesn't make sense is a hint of a romantic relationship between two characters. What throws this off, though, is that it is between a human and a Pokémon. It's a little odd, and because of the situation, it's not specified what it was really supposed to mean. Of course, voice acting is going to be good. The regular recurring cast members who voice Ash and company do what they do best. No questions asked. Tara Sands, as Bianca, who's no newbie to anime, and in general, or Pokémon, does just fine. Wayne Grayson is also not fresh to anime voice acting, but became best known for playing Joey Wheeler in Yu-Gi-Oh! The same could also be said for Lisa Ortiz as Oakley, who also voiced Serenity Wheeler. Megan Hollingshead, as Annie, is also best known in Pokémon as Nurse Joy. As for action, while it's not as abundant as the previous entries, it is just as entertaining mainly because of the look of the film. Cinematography again was provided by Hisao Shirai, and it still isn't the clearest on the usage. With the use of more prominent CGI, there are sweeping camera shots in the film. Maybe it was used there? This does make the experience feel more cinematic than any other Pokémon entry before it. This also blends well with the animation, which not only has better shading, but more detail as well. It's the best it's ever looked. Lastly, the music composed by Shinji Miyazaki was a great listen. Unfortunately, the soundtrack did not get a domestic release, but it still can be enjoyed because of how unique it sounds. Because of the setting, it has a more Italian feel with instruments sounding like they came from the country. Additionally, there's the usual Pokemon cues and even a new spy genre motif for Annie and Oakley. Also, the song Secret Garden by Madoka is a very relaxing song. Deep into the series, fans of the franchise should find this entry not only entertaining, but also even better than all other entries before it. Aside from one little out-of-the-blue romantic subplot and cinematography, if that exists, the animation, acting, action, and music makes for a solid Pokemon feature.